A database sounds like one of those things only programmers care about, like server racks or command lines, or arguing online about which programming language is superior while forgetting to go outside. I used to think databases were just for nerds in basements. Then I realized my phone is just a database I carry around. But databases are actually everywhere. Banks use them, hospitals use them, apps use them, websites use them. Even your favorite food delivery app probably has a database containing your order history and proof that you keep saying, "I'll eat healthy tomorrow." A food app knows I ordered pizza 3 times last week. That's a database and it's judging me. Its core, a database is just an organized collection of information. That's it. A very fast digital storage system, basically an extremely powerful filing cabinet, except instead of paper folders, it stores data. And instead of one office worker losing everything, thousands of people can use it at the same time. Imagine running a giant store without any organization. Customer information is scattered everywhere, orders are written on random papers, product prices are stored inside somebody's brain. Eventually, the entire business collapses because Kevin forgot where he put the customer records. Databases solve this problem. They organize information neatly so it can be stored, updated, and searched quickly. Without databases, modern apps and websites would barely function. The internet would basically become a digital junk drawer. Imagine your phone without any folders, just all your photos and videos in one big mess. That's life without databases. Nightmare. Most databases organize information into tables, kind of like spreadsheets. For example, a school database might have a table for students, a table for teachers, a table for grades. Each row contains information about one thing. Each column stores a specific type of data: name, age, email, score. Very organized, which is unusual for humans. Computers love structure. Humans have 17 browser tabs open and no idea where the music is coming from. Computers love neat rows and columns. Meanwhile, I have 17 tabs open and can't find the one playing music. We are not the same. One of the best things about databases is speed. A database can search through millions of records incredibly fast. For example, when you search a product online, the website checks a database. When you log into social media, the app checks a database. When you stream movies, databases help organize all the content. Without databases, apps would feel painfully slow. Imagine searching for one video and the website responds, "Please wait," while Greg checks the storage room. Remember when websites took forever to load? That was probably some poor database crying for help. Now they are lightning fast. Many databases use a language called SQL. SQL stands for Structured Query Language, which sounds complicated, but it's mostly just a way to ask databases for information. For example, show all customers, find this product, delete Kevin's terrible data entry mistakes. Basically, databases are giant organized libraries, and SQL is the librarian, except the librarian works instantly and doesn't judge your life choices. There are many kinds of databases. Relational databases are the most common. They organize information into connected tables. These are used by many businesses. If you've ever lost a file on your computer and felt personally attacked by your own folders, you should subscribe. I can't organize your desktop, but I can teach you how computers do it. Slowly, without judgment. And websites. Then there are NoSQL databases. These are more flexible and handle massive amounts of data differently. Technologically, companies love creating confusing names because calling something NoSQL sounds like software and more like a protest movement. Different databases are good for different jobs. Some focus on speed, some focus on handling huge amounts of information, some focus on reliability, and some focus on surviving programmers who accidentally break things at 2 a.m. in the morning. Databases are important because modern life depends on data. Banks store financial records, hospitals store patient information, airlines store flight schedules, Stores track products, streaming apps track what people watch, which explains why recommendation systems know you watched one cooking video and immediately decided your entire personality is cheese. Without databases, companies... So now you know a database is just a very smart filing cabinet. If you want more videos that make boring tech sound simple and kind of funny, subscribe. No SQL required. Just a click. Would lose track of information constantly, and honestly, humans are already bad enough at remembering things. People walk into rooms and forget why they entered. Imagine managing 1 million customers like that. Because databases store important information, security is a huge deal. Companies protect databases using passwords, encryption, backups, and security systems. Otherwise, hackers could steal private information, and nobody wants their personal data floating around the internet. Well, except apparently those quizzes saying, answer 10 questions and will reveal what kind of potato you are. People will give websites unbelievable amounts of information for absolutely no reason. Today, many databases run in the cloud. Instead of companies storing everything on local computers, they use online servers. This allows businesses to handle huge amounts of information more easily. Cloud databases are flexible, fast, and easier to scale, which basically means companies can grow without turning the office storage rooms into a computer cave. Modern apps often serve millions of users. That would be impossible without powerful databases working constantly behind the scenes. Most people never notice them, which honestly is the dream job. If a database works perfectly, nobody thinks about it. If it crashes, the entire company suddenly starts sweating. At the end of the day, a database is really just an organized system for storing and managing information. It helps computers find, update, and protect data quickly. That simple idea powers websites, apps, banks, hospitals, and basically the modern internet. Databases are not flashy. Nobody makes action movies about organized storage systems. Although honestly, watching someone calmly fix corrupted data for 2 hours would probably still be more realistic than most hacker movies. But databases are incredibly important. Without them, modern technology would fall apart almost immediately. Humans created giant systems capable of organizing billions of pieces of information in seconds, and most of the time we use that power to remember passwords, storing memes, and keep track of food delivery orders, which somehow feels both incredibly advanced and deeply human at the same time.